In May 2025, U.S. President Donald Trump embarked on a significant Middle East tour, marking his first foreign trip since returning to the White House. The journey, spanning Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates, UAE, from May 13th to 16th, is an evidence of a strategic pivot in U.S. foreign policy, emphasizing economic partnerships, defense collaborations, and regional diplomacy. President Donald Trump arrived in Riyadh on May 13th, marking a significant moment in U.S.-Saudi relations. He was greeted with full ceremonial honors by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, underscoring the importance both nations placed on the visit. Their meeting at the Royal Court Palace culminated in the signing of a comprehensive, strategic economic partnership agreement. This pact represented a mutual commitment to deepening ties across multiple sectors, with a strong emphasis on defense modernization, energy innovation, and advanced technological collaboration. The warm welcome and high-level diplomatic exchanges highlighted the kingdom's desire to strengthen its relationship with the United States amid shifting regional dynamics. One of the standout events of the visit was the U.S.-Saudi Investment Forum, held at the King Abdulaziz Conference Center in Riyadh. The forum brought together a powerful delegation of American business leaders, including Tesla and SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, BlackRock Chairman Larry Fink, and Amazon CEO Andy Jassy. These figures engaged in high-level discussions with Saudi officials and business counterparts, exploring opportunities in emerging technologies, AI, sustainable energy, defense tech, and financial infrastructure. The forum underscored Saudi Arabia's ambition to diversify its economy under Vision 2030 and its goal of becoming a global hub for innovation and investment. As part of the broader strategic agreement, the two countries signed a letter of intent to strengthen defense capabilities through joint exercises, training programs, and weapons development initiatives. These moves aim to bolster regional security and support counterterrorism efforts. The partnership also featured memorandums of understanding on enhanced energy cooperation, including investment in clean energy technologies and carbon capture systems. In a groundbreaking step towards space cooperation, NASA and the Saudi Space Agency signed a cooperative agreement to share research and promote joint exploration initiatives. Notably, the visit also included an unexpected cultural gesture: a pledge to establish a dedicated Arabian leopard exhibit at the National Zoological Park, reflecting a shared interest in conservation and soft diplomacy. On May 14th, President Trump participated in the Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) summit, engaging with leaders from Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, and Qatar. The summit served as a crucial platform for addressing urgent regional issues. Chief among them were the ongoing conflict in Gaza, rising tensions in the Red Sea corridor, and efforts to curb the influence of extremist groups across the region. Discussions also focused on strengthening intra-GCC economic collaboration, countering Iranian influence, and promoting regional energy security. President Trump reiterated the U.S.'s commitment to regional stability and encouraged the creation of a unified regional front to address emerging threats and economic opportunities. In a landmark diplomatic engagement, President Donald Trump held a historic meeting with Syrian President Ahmed al-Sharaa, marking the first official dialogue between a sitting U.S. president and a Syrian head of state in over 2 decades, the last such meeting taking place in the year 2000. The summit, hosted in Riyadh, also featured the presence of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, and Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, highlighting the regional significance and strategic weight of the discussion. The primary objective of the meeting was to explore pathways for Syria's potential inclusion in the Abraham Accords, a series of normalization agreements originally brokered under the Trump administration between Israel and several Arab nations, including the UAE, Bahrain, Sudan, and Morocco. The inclusion of Syria, long isolated due to its civil war, strained U.S. relations, and alignment with Iran, would mark a dramatic shift in Middle Eastern geopolitics. During the talks, President Trump and MBS emphasized the benefits of economic reintegration and regional cooperation, proposing development packages, infrastructure investment, and phased sanctions relief in exchange for diplomatic recognition of Israel and steps toward human rights reforms. Turkish President Erdogan's presence added a layer of regional influence, as Turkey holds significant sway over northern Syria and maintains a complex relationship with both Damascus and Washington. While no formal agreement was announced, the very presence of al-Shara at the table signaled a possible softening of Syria's diplomatic posture. The meeting was seen by many analysts as a bold attempt to reconfigure alliances in the Middle East and reduce Iran's influence by slowly bringing Syria back into the Arab diplomatic fold under conditional terms. It also served as a testament to the shifting dynamics in the region, where shared economic interests and strategic realignments are starting to transcend old rivalries. This unprecedented dialogue may mark the beginning of a slow thaw in U.S.-Syrian relations, and could potentially open the door for broader negotiations involving reconstruction, refugee repatriation, and counterterrorism coordination, pending significant shifts in Syrian domestic policy and regional behavior. President Trump arrived in Doha on May 14th, where he was formally welcomed at the Amiri Diwan by Emir Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. The two leaders engaged in high-level bilateral discussions aimed at strengthening the strategic relationship between the United States and Qatar. Their conversation covered a wide range of issues including regional security, counterterrorism efforts, and economic cooperation. Both sides reaffirmed their shared commitment to promoting stability throughout the Gulf region, with an emphasis on enhancing collaboration within the framework of the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC. On May 15th, President Trump visited Al Udeid Air Base, the largest U.S. military installation in the Middle East and a central hub for American operations in the region. Speaking directly to U.S. service members stationed there, he praised their dedication and underscored the critical role the base plays in maintaining security and deterrence across the Middle East. Trump emphasized that the partnership between the United States and Qatar was not only strategic, but essential to achieving peace and long-term regional balance. Economically, the visit was marked by a landmark announcement, a deal facilitating economic exchanges valued at a minimum of $1.2 trillion. This wide-ranging agreement spanned the defense, aviation, infrastructure, and energy sectors. In defense, Qatar agreed to major arms purchases and expanded joint training exercises. The aviation portion included substantial aircraft orders from American manufacturers like Boeing and outlined Qatar Airways' plans to grow its transatlantic fleet. Infrastructure deals focused on American companies contributing to Qatar's Vision 2030 goals, including smart city initiatives and advanced transport systems. Energy collaborations were also highlighted, with U.S. firms investing in Qatar's liquefied natural gas (LNG) sector and entering joint ventures aimed at developing sustainable energy solutions. The magnitude of these agreements underscored a significant deepening of U.S.-Qatar economic and strategic ties. Emir Tamim described the visit as a turning point in bilateral cooperation, while President Trump hailed Qatar as a vital partner in advancing both prosperity and peace. The trip concluded with a clear message. The U.S.-Qatar alliance is growing stronger, more comprehensive, and more critical to regional and global stability than ever before. During his visit to the United Arab Emirates from May 15th to 16th, President Trump engaged in both cultural and diplomatic activities. In Abu Dhabi, he toured the iconic Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque, one of the largest mosques in the world and a symbol of religious tolerance in the region. He also held a formal meeting with UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. Their discussions focused on strengthening the already close ties between the two countries and exploring new areas of cooperation, particularly in advanced and emerging technologies. The leaders expressed mutual interest in partnering on developments in artificial intelligence, energy innovation, and digital infrastructure. Overall, President Trump's May 2025 Middle East tour marked a bold shift in U.S. foreign policy, prioritizing economic partnerships and strategic defense alliances. While the trip yielded historic investment commitments and diplomatic momentum, it also sparked domestic debate and raised serious questions about the future direction of American leadership abroad.